Hi there. Okay, this is gonna be like the third tutorial that I've tried to make, so hopefully this works out. But if you'd like to see how I did this makeup, full face this time, then keep watching. Also, just a quick warning, I decided to film it without talking because I ramble like crazy, and then I'm gonna do a voiceover, and hopefully I'll figure out how to zoom through certain parts. So yeah, it's not really gonna be like a step-by-step show you how kind of video. If you're curious or have questions, just let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. Okay, so first I'm gonna pull my hair back and kind of get my hair away from my face. This is actually a pretty important step. Alright, so this makeup look is gonna be kind of a shimmery neutral look. So start off with your moisturizer. As you can see, I'm patting it into my face instead of rubbing. This is really important because it'll keep you from developing wrinkles later on, and it's just a good way to get it into your skin without being aggressive with your skin. Dancing, listening to music, woohoo! And also ignore that giant fucking pimple on my face, like crazy. Anyway, next is the foundation. I like to use my fingers to just kind of place it on my face. I go down my cheekbones, forehead, down my nose, chin, and jawline. And then I do the same thing with my moisturizer. I just pat it into my skin and kind of get it everywhere. But since I have a lot of redness, I'm going to go ahead and buff it in with this flat top powder brush from e.l.f. This is really good if you use full coverage foundation and you want to really buff it in. But you know, just be gentle and put it all over your face. Make sure everything's nicely well blended, although a buffing brush is going to blend it like really, really nicely. Also, as you can see, I'm putting it down my neck, so make sure you do that as well. And I'm going to go back into that pimple because it's really inflamed and red and I don't want that to be seen. So it is now covered. The next step is to take your powder with a powder brush. And as I'm showing you, it's tap, swirl, and then really lightly take your brush and apply the powder to your face. Don't buff the powder in like you buffed in the foundation. You just want to kind of lightly powder your face. This is really important because it sets your foundation and it gives your face a nice matte base for the rest of your makeup. So the next step, and honestly the most important, is the brows. Your hair frames your face, your brows frame your eyes. And so what I do is I first just kind of fill in the brows. My brows are thick, but they're pretty sparse, so I really have to give them some shape. So first I just kind of go into everywhere that I have eyebrow hair and fill it in. I also extend my brow because for some reason my brows naturally end really short and it really dilutes the shape of my face. So also with your eyebrows, everyone knows this, it's that your brows are sisters, not twins. Although mine, I'm gonna be honest, are more like cousins. But you know, you don't have to make them equal perfectly, but you know, if one's different than the other one, it will kind of change the shape of your face. So my product is a eyebrow wax that I fill in with a brow powder, but you can use anything you want to fill in your brows, or you don't even have to fill in your brows, it's up to you. But I do this to set them in. So the next step is to take a white eyeliner with the powder that you used before, and you're going to fill in under your eyebrow and bring it all the way down to where your brow bone ends. It looks a little crazy right now, it's pretty white, but we're going to blend this out in a second. And you're also going to want to apply it right above your brow, right at the where your eyebrow arches. When you fill in your brows, it's going to set them into your face, so you need to go back in and highlight them. Otherwise, your face is going to look slightly off. So with your pinky finger or your ring finger, both of those fingers are going to be gentler because they don't have as much power in them. Blend it out. You don't have to blend it out to where you can't see the white anymore. You just want to blend it out so it blends into your skin. So taking a powder puff, you're going to want to press your powder into your brow and onto that white eyeliner. And what that does is it immediately sets your brows, highlights your brow, and gives that white eyeliner a neutral skin tone. So now your brows are done. Alright, so I'm going to go in and contour my cheeks because it's cold outside, winter time, I want to give my face some warmth. So taking that angled brush, I'm just applying that contour right where my cheekbones naturally are, or that contour under my cheekbones, I should say. If you don't have a natural contour, smile with the apples of your cheeks, and that's where you should apply it. If you choose to contour, please make sure you also apply it to the temples of your face and kind of into the crease of your eye. If you're going to contour, you need to make sure it's every part of your face, not just the one part. So onto the eyes. I'm taking this primer and just applying it on my lids and a little bit up into my crease, since that's where some of my eyeshadow is going to go. This primer just happens to be an e.l.f. primer, but you can use whichever primer you like. A primer is going to do a lot of things. It's going to set your makeup, make it vivid, and keep it from creasing all day. It's a really important step. I highly recommend getting a primer. So these are the two eyeshadows I'm going to use. The first is a MAC eyeshadow. Basically, it's just a nude color that has some really nice gold reflex in it. I like shimmer on my lids, but if you're not a fan of shimmer, just use any nude that you like. But I'm actually a really big fan of this eyeshadow. It's really, really pretty. So taking a flat C-shaped brush, this is an e.l.f. brush, just loosely apply the shadow all over your lid. And as you can see, if you're using a loose eyeshadow, you really need to make sure you tap off the excess, because you're going to get a lot of fallout, but you're also going to get creasing if you have too much product on your eyelid. So just apply it all over your lid. Make sure not to go up into your crease, because we don't want to discolor that area, because we're going to go into that area now with this next color. This palette is an e.l.f. palette called Tantalizing Taupe. It's really cheap and it's really awesome. So taking a blending brush, this is also an e.l.f. product, apply it in your crease, wherever your crease may be. Depending on your eye shape, you may need to add more or less, but just follow the shape of your eye and make it as dark or light as you feel comfortable with. This color is a shimmer, so if you're not comfortable having shimmer in your crease, just go with a matte brown with a nice red undertone. And to blend your crease, what you want to do is use a windshield wiper motion, but also kind of twist the brush around at the same time, as you can see that I'm doing. That'll make sure everything gets evenly spread out and then blended into your skin. And you want to blend it up and to the side, not down. And then taking that brow bone color in the palette, just apply that to your brow bone and blend it down into that taupe color we used for the contour. This is just going to make your eye seamless and also add a little bit more highlight to that brow bone that we just did. So taking that liner color, which is just that matte brown, you're going to put it underneath your eye, lining your eye. And the way I like to do my eyeliner in this scenario is I like to extend it up kind of in a cat eye shape and then bring it and smoke it into my lash line. This does a couple things. It gives shape to your eye, and in my case I like to extend my eyes outward instead of upward, so it helps with that. But it's also going to smoke out that lash line, so when you apply eyeliner it's going to take a lot less work and it will give a really nice base for your lashes. And you can go as far in as you like. I personally prefer to keep my lower lash line color to where my iris is. I don't like to go all the way in, but you do whatever makes you comfortable. I couldn't find my brush. Alright, so the next step is gel eyeliner. I'm taking an e.l.f. gel eyeliner, or cream eyeliner, excuse me, in black with my e.l.f. eyeliner brush. And I'm just going to be lining my top lash line and pretty much just going everywhere that I put that brown shadow, except I'm not going under my lash line. Also, quick disclaimer, I am not affiliated with e.l.f. in any way. I just really, really love e.l.f. products. I recommend them up and down. They're cheap, they're really nice, and they last. So, yeah. Just apply the eyeliner however you're comfortable. If you want to make it a wing, if you want to make it cat eye, if you want to keep it natural, if you don't feel comfortable using black, if you want to use brown, really do anything that you are comfortable with. This is just how I personally do my eyeliner. And I'm also keeping the line pretty thin, because this look, I I'm keeping it just kind of day to day. If you want to make it more interesting, you could thicken it out. You could do a colored eyeliner. Eyeliner is awesome, and you can do so many things with it, to be real. Alright, so the last step is going to be mascara. I like to curl my lashes. Oh my god. My lashes are naturally pretty long. They're just not very curly. So I think curling my lashes is a really big step. It gives kind of a base for your mascara, and it keeps your lashes curled all day. And when I do my mascara, I kind of do a 3-to-2 rule. I put a little bit more emphasis on my top lash line, but I still give my bottom lash line, some love. If you don't do your bottom lash line, that's fine. Just know that it's going to bring your eyes up. And if that doesn't complement the shape of your face, then I would definitely keep that in mind. And the last thing I'm going to do here is add a lip lip pen. God, I can't think of what they're called right now, but it's also an e.l.f. product. I like to do this because I personally like having some color on my lips since they're kind of thin. But yeah, that's it.